the NBA live on 2K Sports, along with Doris Burke, who will be joining us courtside moments from now. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so on the floor for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Bit of a controversial statement last year when LeBron said that there are no longer any real rivalries in the NBA anymore. Seemed off at first, but he might have a point.
And first 2 points. And the Bulls, another 3.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Irving kicks to Varejao. To the middle. And James with the basket on the assist by Varejao.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Here's Maverick, and off the iron, and in it goes. Maverick's got 5.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Irving kicks to Varejao. Now James. Here's Love. Gasol with the rebound.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Here's Maverick, covered by Irving. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. No one near James as he lets it go. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it ties the game, Clark. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, we're right back to even.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start. The Cavs just never really built any consistency last year for long stretches. And, you know, when that happens, it's hard to get wins away from home.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and he gets it to go.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Cleveland, as you said, struggling on the road last year, only 14 road wins. It's not going to cut it. Now here's Gasol. Passes it to Maverick. He dishes it to Gibson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Maverick. Another 3 for Chicago.
Good job creating just enough space to let that one fly.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Well, a big part of the problem for Cleveland last year was talent on the roster. So you can assume things will be different, Clark, on the road for him this season.
Things are going to be different in a lot of ways as long as LeBron is leading the way. And they'll be on the same page. He'll make sure of that. So look for a lot different outcomes in Cleveland.
And so Varejao hits them both.
Anderson Varejao, a quality defensive center. Great rebounder, moves his feet well, anticipates, plays with a ton of energy, and he's one of those irritants. He gets under a lot of guys' skin.
Here's Maverick. Oh, that's blocked. Outside Irving. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Waiters with the screen for James. Oh, wide open look for Love. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
And Varejao coming in to the league primarily as a defensive energy guy, but he's expanded his offensive skill set and has made great improvement as a passer. From his rookie season to now, he's more than doubled his rate of assist.
Outside Irving. And the call will be against Primetime. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Butler, he's checked in for McDermott. ABC comes in for Primetime. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Maverick. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Varejao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. Miller's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Dellavedova, and the shot is good. Dellavedova's got his first points of the game. And Varejao, a good decision maker, Steve, for a center. a 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio last year.
And he had a terrific season as a two-point jump shooter. Able to spread the defense out a little bit and operate from the high post.
Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here. Guys, this is going to be fun to watch. Two evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
Here's Dellavedova. There's the feed to James. No luck. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And stolen by Miller. Now Cleveland moving it up. And Shawn Marion with the slam.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Right side Rose. ABC passes to Butler. Here's ABC. This one for 3. That's good. ABC's got 6.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Here's LeBron. That's good.
Well, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Rose up on top. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Again, Chicago.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominated.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense. Just keep firing.
Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Rose. The drive by LeBron. And that one's good. LeBron's got 10 points.
He's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Here's ABC. Drilled it just as the horn sounds.
Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass that shot up.
No way.
Well done. Big.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. Mike Miller is out there with Marion. And it's Thompson in at the center filling out the middle.
He's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Here's Waiters. The Bulls knocking down the 3. The 10-footer off the left rim and out. Well, something of a bounce-back season for Pau Gasol in 2013-14, Steve, with better health and a return to playing in the middle more often.
Yeah, he dealt with a few nagging injuries, Kevin, but scored better, rebounded better. Nice to see him show that he's really still an elite big after struggling a couple seasons ago.
The Bulls leading by 7. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving, the #1 pick overall back in 2011, a player who promised himself he'd play in the NBA when he was just in the 4th grade. He said that came from his father. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this, you could be that. My dad had more belief in me than I had in myself. Gentlemen.
It helps having people boosting you up, Doris. Thanks. Here's Big Cat following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Ball, and down it goes, jamming that one home. Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
That bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Prime Time's checked in for the Bulls. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. Love comes in for Miller. Irving drives in. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Here we go with Waiters running it up the court from 13, and Cleveland again with the bucket. And so here is Chicago. They've led by as much as 10. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Waiters. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Good game for Irving. He has 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Both free throws good for Irving. Well, Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. I mean, the chemistry in Cleveland, not really where it needed to be, kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young, has a lot on his shoulders, and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that have been placed on him. But now, you know, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James there and some other veterans who've come in should really help smooth that out for the young standout.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Ball. Another 3 for Chicago. And for Irving, a chance to learn from the best player in the world. On winning more games, I think it'll help his development as a player and a leader, too.
That's guaranteed.
That's good.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Here's primetime. Again, Chicago.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They have really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Shots good by Waiters. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Ball. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Chicago making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. The Mavericks subbed in for Big Cat. And Cleveland with a change here, too. LeBron, he's checked in for Sean Marion. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Now Verjao inside. Rebounded by McDermott. Chicago has been a sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Maverick passes the ball. Shoots from 14. It's Chicago with another bucket. 1:52 left in the first half of basketball. LeBron drives in, and that one's good. .141 left to play here in the half.
You know that old saying, the more things change, the more things stay.
Oh!
Wow. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Dion Waiters. Here's Ball, and it's rebounded by Anderson Varejao. Varejao's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Waiters. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. 56 seconds left here in the second. And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Chicago making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan Thompson is checked in for Varejao. Miller comes in for Waiters. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Thompson with the bucket. 30 seconds left now here in the second. Rose attacking. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Nice ops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Here's Maverick. And he gets it to go. And now it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
From deep, James, and the shot is good. LeBron's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
And that concludes the first half. Bulls out front, up 9. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance.
The second half beginning in just a moment. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out, and so far just another big scoring night for him.
Typically when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
The Bulls leading by 9. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Maverick out there at Valentine, and it's McDermott in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Cavaliers shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often.
Well, Doug McDermott, a senior out of Creighton, one of the all-time great scorers in college basketball history. In fact, 3,100. Points. That ranks him 5th all-time in Division I. And he's not just a great shooter, he's a scorer who can create his own shot in a number of ways.
And McDermott, the first player in 30 years, Clark, to make the AP All-America first team 3 consecutive times. It's only been done 10 times before.
Oh, he was absolutely fantastic as a college player. One of the best college careers in the history of college hoops, Kevin. No doubt about that. There were some questions about how his game would translate to the NBA. Not a question mark for me. This is a guy who I think, while he might not be a superstar, he's going to be more than a serviceable long-term pro.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau worked with Clippers coach Doc Rivers in Boston for many years, and they remain close friends, often sharing notes. Rivers said of Thibodeau, "He's the best mind I've ever been around. People keep expecting them to fall, but he holds them together. It's his system, but it's more just his way. He simply doesn't relent, Kevin."
He makes his players believe, Doris. That's something they both share in common. Thank you. That's good. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Chicago leading by 10. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Good. Maverick. 20 points for Maverick.
No way you can get back into the game if you continue to give up layups.
Here's Irving. 14 points for him. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Without question, Maverick displaying his skills today.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. Coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
That's good. McDermott's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. The drive by James. Here's Varejao, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out, that's the result you get right there.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Irving, and again it's Cleveland.
And his stroke has been dead on, inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Here's Maverick. He's covered by Irving. Rejected by Irving. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Chicago making some changes. ABC comes in for prime time, and it's Big Cat in for McDermott. Shawn Marion is checked in for the Cavaliers.
And often you can learn more about a team when they are unhealthy versus when they're at full strength. And last year, I thought the Bulls showed they are not and have never been a one-man show. It's all about everybody contributing for them. Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
From deep. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. James has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Waiters. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
As you said with the Bulls, it was a tendency to think that they were just Derrick Rose and 4 others. But top to bottom, this team has guys that can play.
Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao. With Rose out last year, Clark, as you said, the guys who are mostly role players showed what they can do.
Well, they're really unselfish at both ends of the floor, and that shows. I mean, they give great effort, they trust each other, they play together, and they always play hard, and they finish games strong, which I think is a credit to them and the coaching staff.
Nice work there, coming off the screen. 17 points for Big Cat.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Rose, he's checked in for Maverick. Cleveland also making some changes. Miller comes in for Waiters. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And Marion drops. Both.
Shawn Marion with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3 ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And they're getting so much penetration on the defense that they're getting a lot of easy buckets as a result of breaking down that defense.
Well, last season, Tristan Thompson made the decision to change his shooting hand, Clark. He went from shooting with his left to now shooting with his right hand.
Yeah, I've not heard of anything quite like that before, but he improved his free throw shooting substantially as a result of the change, and he gets to the line fairly often, so I think that's a nice development. I love that young man's work ethic and what he brings to a team in terms of rebounding and physicality.
I think LeBron's going to like playing him.
I agree.
And that one's good. 6 points for Marion.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Here's Ball. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Mike Miller.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Well, Thompson is ambidextrous. You know, he throws the baseball right-handed, writes with his left. And you got to give him credit for taking a chance with a whole new method of shooting. It's paying dividends.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And Thompson prone to getting the shot blocked inside despite his length and athleticism. You know, being ambidextrous, you would think that he at some point developed that ability to be a better finisher inside with either hand. We'll see.
The Bulls leading by 3. Rose goes in. 59 seconds left to play in the third. And there's the pass to Ball. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Marion, a screen on Rose. Here's James, and Gibson with the block. And that's out of... Cleveland will retain possession. Here's Dellavedova. Cans it from downtown. Dellavedova's got 5 points so far.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And he gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 5.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. LeBron dishes to Thompson. Shot from 12. Again, the Cavaliers score. Chicago leading by 3. Rose goes in. And it's good. Brought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
And here comes LeBron. He's got 20. And Thompson slams it home.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Bulls lead by 7. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it was a great look, and it set up a three-point basket. Scanned the perimeter, found his teammate in space, and put the pass right on the money.
And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the center position. Maverick passes to ABC. And he dunks it in right on Anderson Verjao. Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
And the call will be against Primetime. And that'll be his third foul so far. Al Gasol, first check in for ABC. Feeds it to Waiters. Dishes it to Verjao. Rejected by Gasol. Ball, the pass to Gibson. Here's Primetime. He's guarded by Waiters. This one for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And those are not the kind of three-point opportunities you can give to shooters in the NBA. These guys are just too good.
You're exactly right. It'll burn you every time, just like it's burning them here.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
That's good. Maverick. That's 28 points for Maverick.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Right side, Irving. The shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
He's looking for James and finds him. And he gets it to go. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
That'll go on McDermott. That's his first foul. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Irving with the ball. Now defended by McDermott. The drive by LeBron. Uses the glass to finish the layup. LeBron's got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs. Here's Maverick. And that one's good. Maverick's got 7 points for the quarter.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Irving from long range. They get the rebound, and Verjao kicks to Waiters. Outside Irving. The tray. Puts up the baby hook. And it's Love missing. The Bulls leading by 11. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And it's Chicago scoring again.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
To the paint, here's Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 20 points for Kyrie Irving.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Snatched away. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pushing it up. Here's Waiters. And he misses the fast break layup.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that.
And the shot is good. Mavericks got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. Just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
The drive by James Love. Chicago grabs the miss. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter, and finished off by Gasol.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
And he gets it to go. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 13. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Maverick, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. An impressive win for the Bulls.
They really had it going, Clark. Their offense propelled them.
Yeah, in this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference.
You look at the stats, and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Maverick. Every time he shot it, seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Here's Ball, and he gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 13.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
And James gets it to go.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Here's Waiters. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
It's been a nice game for Waiters. He has 14 points and the one steal.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mirotic is checked in for Gibson. Jimmy Butler comes in for McDermott. Derrick Rose is checked in for Primetime. And it's Big Cat in for Maverick. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Verejao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. Miller's checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. The wide open look here for Marion. And Thompson kicks to Marion. This one for three. Connects from downtown. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
And so it's Chicago winning this one.
Thanks, Kev. LeBron.